Welcome to the Cahn Solo Podcast. My name is Sam Cahn. This is my co-host, Stu. He's the bear. If you're listening to this, he's a teddy bear. He's an actual teddy bear. He's not like the other kind of bear. Whew. Off to just a great start here. Anyway, hi, hello. If you know who I am, this is kind of weird. If you don't know who I am, it's probably also kind of weird. I wanted to do oh fuck! I just realized that wasn't the Star Wars theme. That was Superman. Cool. You know what? No, I'm not starting over. This is it. This is what you're getting. If you already turned it off, sad to see you go. If you're still here, thank you so much. It will get better. I wanted to do this for a long time, like 2 years, long time. But I never... Look, I'm lazy and I'm stupid. I'm just going to say it. I'm a lazy, stupid man. And that's all there is to it. That's why I never got around to this, because getting into the the podcast world, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And to those of you who I have made fun of thinking that, you can just take a microphone and just start talking, I apologize, because there's a lot that goes into this, as I am currently finding out. You know what? Let's talk about that. The process of getting a podcast going. First of all, you need to decide what you want to do, which is really difficult because my brain doesn't work. So that's a problem, because I don't have a specific thing that I want to discuss. Originally, 2 years back, I wanted to do this thing where I watch every single Brendan Fraser, I don't know. I wanted to do a thing where I watch every single one of his videos, his movies, and talk about it. I wanted to, that would be the whole thing. That would be the whole show. And I would have a co-host where we would just watch the movie and then we'd talk about it, fun facts about it, what Pauly Shore is doing now. He might have gone on our show that doesn't exist. And I wanted to do that. I thought it was a really fun idea, but then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, then you have to do that. I feel like that wouldn't be a thing that would be stale after 50 episodes. I think that would be actually really fun, but I didn't want to risk that. I didn't want to go into it and be like, 13 episodes in, now I have to keep doing this, and it's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. I don't like my co-host. I don't know why I wouldn't like them, but there's just so many things that I didn't want to get stuck doing. And the problem that I had was that I didn't have a niche. I didn't have a thing that I wanted to do. So if you're expecting anything from me, don't, because there's not going to be anything. I'm just going to treat this like a therapy session with the psychologist that I can't afford and don't have. And I feel like having Stu here is going to help me, because I don't know, it's kind of awkward being by yourself. No one is here to help me. I have no help. I don't know where to look. You know how every single podcast they're looking to the side, they're talking to their co-host, and they look more intelligent than they are because they're talking facing the side. But I think I want to look at you. I think I want to make eye contact and not break it and make you feel awkward. I hope that I don't even know why I'm doing this on video, because the whole point of a podcast, I feel like, is to use a microphone and record. You're not supposed to watch it, but I don't know. I feel like that's become a thing in the last couple of years. I think because a lot of people expect visuals. I just have a green screen here. I don't think I'm gonna have graphics or anything, but just in case, I should make a YouTube channel, because who knows what's gonna happen. I might keep doing this. I don't know if I will, though. I might fall off like I fall off with everything else in my life. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to do this. I wanted to try this out. I wanted to do something that scares me a little bit, and I want to grow from it. I want to get better. I want to watch this very episode a year from now and laugh at how terrible I was, assuming we're all still here in a year. I don't know. We just hit 8 billion people on the planet. So yeah, I wanted to do this. I feel like this is a good medium for me because I think too much. And when I plan things out too much, that's when I have problems. I don't want to put out, I'm not saying I want to put out this and have it be like lazy and unpolished. I don't like the technical aspect of creating things. I don't like editing. I don't like having to think about sound. I have my Mac desktop computer on the floor right now. I'm recording into that and I don't know if I'm doing it right. This is the second episode technically because the first episode I shot a couple weeks ago and I didn't have my mic plugged in. I was using the computer mic. I'm using Final Cut Pro, which if you don't know is an editing program. You can record voiceover, which is a podcast. When I was testing it out, I had my microphone plugged in and I was, testing it out. I was using the microphone. And the little, whatever the thing is called, the decibel level, it was fluctuating. It was going up. And I was like, oh, cool, it's working. But what was happening was it was thinking that I was using the computer microphone, like what you use on Zoom. So that was cool. So I recorded this whole episode that was like, it was too long anyway. It was like 35 minutes. When I was listening to it, I was like, wow, this microphone I bought sounds like shit. It was then that I realized that there is an input selection you can pick. And it was, I have USB condensed microphone right now. But what I used the first time was just the computer microphone. Excuse me. So what I'm never, ever, ever gonna like burp and do gross shit on here. So if you ever hear me do that, like call me out because that is the grossest shit. I hate seeing podcast clips of like just some dude like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you doing that? Why do you have to do that? Do it away from the microphone. We're not gonna miss it. You don't have to burp into the microphone. Anyway, that's what happened. So I got kind of turned off to doing like a back-to-back episode. I want to do this like once a week. After that little folly, I was so mad. I was like, fuck. Here I am. I'm trying again. I'm back on the horse. I don't even remember what I talked about on the first episode, so that's probably a good thing. Regarding what we are going to talk about, Stu and myself, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of misleading to have the name be Cahn Solo and have me as obviously me, holding a microphone like the Han Solo from Star Wars. And then also everything kind of looks Star Wars-y, which is, that's my fault. This is not going to be about Star Wars at all. Good movies, but it's just not going to be about that. I thought it was fun because Sam Cahn Solo, I'm by myself. You get it? It's not that hard to get. But I thought that was a fun name. And then I was like, well, calling it Cahn Solo might as well make it kind of, Han Solo-y. I actually, I reached out, I put on Instagram, I was like, hey, I need some artwork done. I didn't say what it was for because I don't want anyone to know about this podcast until I'm ready to share it. And I was like, yeah, I need some artwork done. This person, I can't think of their name right now, but they recommended this nice gentleman, also named Stuart Gunning, I think. His name is Stuart Sketches on social media. If you like the drawing, go get something done from him. He's extremely patient. Stuart, if you're listening to me right now, I love you. You were just the sweetest man. I wouldn't have done it, man. I wasn't like demanding. I'm stupid. He really helped me out. He was really fast, really patient with me. Yeah, and then he sent me the whole file and I couldn't get it to open. It was just a whole thing. And I really thank you very much, Stuart, for helping me out. Yeah, he made the whole thing. I was like, yeah, make it look like Star Wars. But it's not going to be about Star Wars. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do an episode where I talk about Star Wars. I don't know much about it, but good movie. I think I've seen the whole, however many, like there's 12 of them. 6, 9. Yeah, I think there's 9. Whatever. I've seen most of them at least once. And I get it. Anyway, if you're a Star Wars fan and I insulted you, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you maybe. But yeah, I wanted to do this medium because I feel like it's good for me, where I don't have to think I don't have to think too much about like the editing process. I should probably edit this. I should probably take out all the like all the all the little shitty things that we humans do. Yeah, I wanted to do this because when I make little skits, YouTube videos, when I watch it and have to edit it, I hate it, and that turns me off. And I'm like, this isn't funny. You do this too many times. You do that too many times. You could have done this better. You could have done that better. But this way, it's just like a free, I can just talk to Stu and we can discuss whatever we want to talk about. I don't have to worry about lighting. I don't have to worry about sound, assuming I'm doing the sound okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to ever do this again. This might be the last episode. I don't think I'm going to share this with anybody. If you found this somehow, congratulations. What do you want? But if I get comfortable with this, I like it. So far, I'm doing okay. If I like it, I'm going to keep going, see how far I can go. So welcome to the podcast. I think we're going to talk about, there's so many things that I like. And I don't know why I would talk about things I don't like. Like I don't like Elon Musk. But I feel like I might have to kind of talk about him because that's what people are talking about right now. So current events, current happenings, what's going on? What the fuck is happening right now? Like, what the fuck is everything? We're gonna delve into that a little bit. Things that I don't understand, things that I appreciate, like Stu here. I appreciate people who put their cart back in the cart return. It's really not that hard to do. I appreciate people who pick up their dog poop. Just the easiest things in life. I just want to, give a shout out to all those people that just do that without anybody watching. That, music, movies, just crazy shit. Like, I'm always seeing just crazy shit. That's so broad. I live on the internet like everybody else. And there's so many things, like, again, to bring up like Elon Musk, like there's just so much stuff happening. And I sound like a podcaster right now, don't I? Just, there's so much stuff happening right now. Like, what do you think about it? Oh yeah, I think about it too. Like, oh man, just so much stuff. Like, it's just like we just need to all like just come together and just like. Yeah, I agree with that. It's like just so crazy. It's just all this stuff happening right now. Yeah, I want to talk about things that I enjoy. Maybe dip into the world of Reddit, which is a new thing for me, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. And not enjoying. Just not really being inspired by anything is my inspiration, because I don't want this to be like something that you expect. Like, I don't want people to tune in and be like, oh yeah, Sam's going to talk about this today. The fuck I am. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're going to go into whatever I want to go into, because this is my show. This is my show. I would like to have it be like not audience participation, because I can't like take calls or anything, but maybe I'll set up like a email address and you can be like, hey Sam, what do you think about this? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll tell you what I think about that, and then I'll tell you what I think about that. This is so like weird for me to like just holding a microphone. Like, what the fuck is this little thing at the bottom? I feel like it's gonna keep unplugging, so I have to hold it up. I keep like compulsively like fixing it. But yeah, there's so much that goes into this. I spent like maybe 2 months like trying to figure out how to launch this, and it was so much more difficult than I thought it was. When I was looking up like how to do all this, there were so many, like especially on TikTok, it was like here's how you want to start a podcast. Here's what you need. And a lot of them will say like you don't need fancy equipment or whatever, but they're using like $9,000 cameras and like super nice lighting, and you could tell like the editing like everything is so nice. And of course you're going to use that if you have it, but if you're like me and you're broke and just don't don't have all that stuff, like it's difficult. I'm using I have a green screen. I have this mic I got off of Amazon. It was like $50. I'm using my iPhone XR to record. I have my Mac, and like I hope that's good enough. Like I always see like the little sound mixers. Like I don't even know what you need that for. Why would you use that? I don't know what that's for to record. I'm recording now. Like I just don't understand that stuff. And the more that I looked it up, the more confusing it got, because there were people that were like, hey, you don't need that. It's like, why are you using it then? Huh? But I feel like I want to grow, and eventually maybe I will understand what all that stuff is for, and maybe I will have cool graphics and a better microphone. I don't know. I feel like if you can hear this, then that's fine. Again, if you can afford it and you enjoy doing that stuff, more power to you. But I feel like for the average person that's listening to a podcast, they're not like judging how, oh, that lighting sucks. Like who fucking cares anymore? Who cares about anything? Yeah, I think that this episode, what are we at, like 22 minutes? I think this episode it's going to be like the first day of class, and we're going to get dismissed early. I want to keep this short anyway. I want to keep this whole thing like, I don't know, a half hour at the most. I feel like if I had a co-host who could talk back, wouldn't that be great if he just talked back one day? Oh, Stu. If I had a co-host, I feel like we would, bounce off each other. It's really easy to eat up an hour that way. So, cut it in half because I'm by myself. Also, I feel like that's just long enough. I don't know how long people are commuting to work, unless you're in Los Angeles and you're going from LA to anywhere. It's going to take you like 5 hours, so a 5-hour podcast is probably ideal. But 30 minutes. I want to keep this under 30 minutes. Have no expectations whatsoever, because that's life, baby. No expectations, just whatever. We're gonna see what happens, and I'm excited. I'm a little nervous as well, because part of me thinks this is it. Like this is gonna be an upload one time and be like, that was terrible, and I'll never do this again, and that bums me out. So Sam, if you are watching this a year from now and you're still doing this, good job. I love you. You're still handsome, kind of. I want to end this just by saying thank you. If you do support me anywhere, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I started YouTube. That's a thing that I kind of gave up on. I was all gung-ho in January to make a video every 2 weeks, and then just the editing stuff, man, it drained me. It takes like an hour to shoot a video, and then it takes like 15 to 30 hours to edit, because I don't know what I'm doing. That gets frustrating because I don't want to learn to do that. Like, it's not the thing that I'm interested in. I'm not interested in that. I like shooting the stuff and that being it. Thank you for supporting me. I don't know like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with this. This might be like a rough draft episode that may never see the light of day. I have my microphone plugged in for this, and I have the camera is rolling. So I think this episode is going to at least did it. Okay? So good job, Sam. Stu, is there anything that you would like to say? He has nothing to say. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this once a week. I'll see you next week, maybe. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do I guess I'll shoot every Wednesday and then put out the episode every Friday. I don't know. There's probably a good day to drop podcast episodes. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much for me. Once again, thank you very much for listening. I will see you next week. Adios.